I don't think BFSI is the big opportunity. I think it's a huge opportunity. Let's look at some of the facts. India is a young democracy. Okay, we are growing at what, 6-7%. If GDP grows continuously, even for the next 10 years at let's say 7%, financial services, including banks, insurance, and other things, will have to grow at least at 20% per annum. Now, a CAGR growth of 20% is going to, give you guys huge amount of opportunity. Not in the core financial services alone. Now, when I say core, it is banks, insurance companies, and capital market companies. Companies in the broking space and companies in the asset management and other space. There are a whole lot of new opportunities which are emerging today. And I'll take just 2 minutes to talk about the other finance sector which is not normally known. So one of them is payments, right? Earlier in India, whenever we used to buy things, we used to pay by cash, right? You go to a grocery store, you pay cash, and then came banks with credit cards, debit cards. Now you have prepaid cards. Payment space is going to be the next big thing in India. You have PayPal, which has revolutionized payments in the Western hemisphere. Same is going to happen in India, where you will have mobile wallet or a prepaid card instrument where you can make all your payment. So that's payment is a part of banking, and so the entire cash, once it gets converted into a card, is going to throw up big opportunities for companies to grow in that space. I can take example of It's Cash, which has sold more prepaid cards in India than all the other banks put together. Right? So there is a big opportunity over there. That's on the prepaid side. There is remittances, or let's say money changing. Right? You all must have heard of Thomas Cook, right? Thomas Cook does more foreign business than most of the banks put together. They change money. You change money from USD to rupees, or rupees to dinar, or Thai baht, or you say what. There's a big opportunity there. Indians are going abroad, corporates are going abroad, lots of people are coming down to India. We are globally getting far more connected than we were ever before, and we'll get more and more connected. So these kind of opportunities would start to develop at a very rapid pace. I'm into one of these companies, and we're today growing at almost 40-50% per quarter. So there is a phenomenal amount of growth there. Even in some of the other spaces, let's say banking, he spoke. A lot of talk of new bank licenses, right? That itself is going to throw open huge amount of opportunities, that will happen. But these opportunities may not come in metros. The opportunities in financial services will probably come because of penetration of financial services into the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 towns. I have traveled, fairly interiors of the country, because of my business. I have gone to places where in a town where you don't have a railway station, you don't have a bank ATM, right? You still have people who issue checks, you still have people who draw money and use money and everything. So, money coming into banking system itself is going to throw a huge amount of opportunity. I would also say that, as financial services grow, a lot of allied industries around it will grow. You have ASPI, which is one of the stalwarts in ATM management. The entire ATM management piece is outsourced to different companies, right? So when banks grow, those companies will also grow. So that's what I said. The opportunity is not big, it is huge. And it is not just in one sector, it is across financial services, whether it is banks, whether it is companies which are into capital markets, whether these are companies which are into other financial services, whether it is into, when I talk of capital markets, for example, pensions in India is a very nascent business, but you go to Japan, it is the biggest business that they have. It is even bigger than mutual funds, right? So somewhere pensions will also come into India. The regulators are already established. There are players which are becoming serious into that business. So today, you have mutual fund at about 7 lakh or 8 lakh crore AUM. You may have a pension fund company or industry having more than that assets under management in the next 15 years, and that's where a big opportunity would probably